Guys, welcome back to another video. Now today's video I am going to be driving for the first time. I just got this car yesterday. I'm playing Gran Turismo. I just got this car yesterday. It is a 2006 or could be a 2012 maybe Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Very James Bond-esque type like. And this is actually my very first time actually driving this car. So I've obviously got other cars in this game. So I've got a Lamborghini Huracan, which you guys may have seen me do a YouTube short with, which is where I jumped it and nearly hitting that other car. Also, sorry I haven't been posting in quite a while. It's been 5 months since we last did a video with the bike, but more car content and stuff like that will be coming along very soon. Also, Happy New Year to everybody. Hope your year has started very, very great. But moving on swiftly, I obviously, like I just said, I've got a Lamborghini, I've got a Porsche GT2 RS, I've also got a, well, this car does sound pretty cool. I've also got a GT2 RS, Aston Martin 177. I've also got an Aston Martin DB11 as well, and I feel like there might be a couple. I've got like a gift car, like a Hyundai, which is not really my favourite. Did not put my foot on the clutch. I did have a excuse me, I did have a I had a Honda NSX, but I got rid of it because I sort of fairly recently not only just got this car, but I also got the Aston Martin 177. But for any people who play Gran Turismo or play realistically any game that's got either this car in it or something like that, today I'm going to sort of give you my review and verdict on the car. So obviously this is the interior, but I'm playing on my steering wheel, which, this feels not right. Okay, there we go. Right, now I'm back on the road. Right, okay. I should quickly sort something out, guys, because I need to sort out one of the settings in the game. Hold on a sec. Okay, so I've just fixed the setting. Excuse me. Okay, so let's start. The first thing we should start with, let's start with the sound. Let me just turn up my volume just a little bit more, just so you guys can actually hear that beautiful, naturally aspirated V8 engine sitting on the front of this beautiful British car. Yeah, this car is actually really quite fun. Actually, a very aggressive car. Yeah, I'm using the. If anyone is wondering what steering wheel I use, I have. Oh, that was my fault. I think I've actually put my foot on the clutch. Okay, no, maybe not. If anyone is wondering what, oh my gosh, why does it keep going into, there we go, right, take the foot off the clutch, if anyone is wondering, what steering wheel I use the G29 steering wheel, which is meant for PC, PS3 and PS4. Right now I'm playing this on PS4, so, yeah, in case anyone's wondering what steering wheel and what console I'm playing on. By the way, do excuse the fact that, you know, I keep making throat noises, like clearing my throat. It's just I have had a little bit of a cough recently, but I'm getting better. I'm getting much better. Now the next I'm gonna move. I don't know why this car keeps going into a different gear. I don't know why. I mean, I haven't done anything. Yeah, sun breaking, don't worry, because I need to keep warning me. Did a nice little drift there. If you guys didn't hear, I just used the paddles. I just used the paddles just there a minute ago. But yeah, if you guys are wondering what track I'm driving on, if you already know, I'm driving on the Nürburgring. Excuse me guys, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Yeah, if you wonder why I'm driving on the Nürburgring, it's because one, the Nürburgring has actually recently become my most favourite track, and I've also driven it with the other cars I've got, but this is the first time I've ever done it with this car. Now it's really funny because with this Aston Martin V8 Vantage S, it does remind me a little bit, a tiny little hint, obviously, of James Bond, of course. You guys know how much I love the James Bond movies. And also seen the MI6 building. You guys have seen the YouTube short of that, standing in front of that building in London. And what I love about this car is that one, obviously, it does obviously, of course, it gives James Bond vibes, but the back and the tail lights really do remind me of the DBS featured in Casino Royale. And funny enough, this car, believe it or not, I think I'm not wrong, I've actually clipped the hazards. Oh, nice little downshift. Yeah, no, this car, believe it or not, I think it's actually a really great car. I mean, if you've never, oh my gosh, if you never ever have owned an Aston Martin in a game, okay, I'm not talking real life, because obviously in real life we all want to have these big, huge dreams of owning cars just like this Aston Martin, but literally in real life, and also feel like James Bond while we're driving them. But the thing that I love about this car is whenever, I mean obviously this is the first time I'm actually driving this, but whenever I drive the 177 or the DD11 in this game, it is actually so fun. I feel like I'm James Bond, literally. I mean, I'm racing other drivers and stuff like that, oh gosh, and it's just so much fun. And this car, when you're drifting and stuff like that, like I just did there, it is astonishingly amazing. Now, the other really fun, oh no, I keep doing that. The other really fun thing that I love about this car is the fact that, you know, Gran Turismo have made not just this car but also the other cars in this game. I'm playing Gran Turismo Sport, in case anyone's wondering, it's Gran Turismo 7 Sport, I'm playing Gran Turismo Sport. Yeah, if anyone is wondering what was I just gonna say? Yeah, the thing I love about with Gran Turismo is the fact that they've made their cars like the cars are based off the real deal, but they've in the interior, they've gone down to the tiniest little thing, like even on the gauges. Seriously, I mean, it's unbelievable how Gran Turismo are able to pull this off, and even just everything realistically. I mean, not just the inside of the car, but even the outside of these cars. Now, the one thing I do wish that this car had, or I mean, I feel like it would have made this car be more better and more, I'm not going to say reliable, I'm just going to say more better, in all honesty. Whoa, nearly crashed. yeah, what I thought would make this thing more better is if they would have added, not added, but if they would have had, like, if the car would have sounded a bit more louder, a little bit more meaner. Obviously I've got my foot in the clutch, I'm rolling as I'm rolling, and now I'm off the clutch. Into fourth gear, doing 120, 130 now. Yeah, no, I mean, this car, for any people who are wondering, I think it's a really good car. I mean, it was too expensive. It was actually the cheapest Aston from this game. But what makes it more fun is that, I mean, obviously, the drifting capabilities in this are, did not put it in the gear properly. The drifting capabilities I'm trying to drift it. Trying to concentrate and drift at the same time, but it's not working at all. I mean, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the thing that we might actually do in today's video, I might actually bring the 177 out. Now that car's got a V12 engine. This thing's got a V8 naturally aspirated engine. I'm now starting to miss out something out of Top Gear. But this car simply is like, how do I explain it? It's very suave and sophisticated, like James Bond. It's very manly, it's very muscular, it's very angry, it's very just everything into one package. I mean, like I just said, I mean it's literally everything that you could ask for. Now, let's talk about the speed. The speed of this car will probably do around, I think when we were on that straight bit before, does around 250 roughly. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, it does 250. But yeah, like I said, I mean, the thing that I love about this car is the noise of it. I mean, it's telling you something, you know. It's like Choo Choo to Bang Bang. You know, it's just like that, and the sound of this thing really like gets yourself on the edge of your seats, thinking that you're in a Bond film, driving Bond's Aston around, even though, well, I mean, you are in an Aston, but it's not sort of Bond. But who even cares? Oh, who even cares when you've got an engine that sounds like this? I mean, and this car is actually pretty quick. I mean, this is my first time ever driving this thing, so like, it's actually very, very fast. Now, obviously, all in all, this car in this game is actually very, very fun. The one thing, like I said before, is I wish the exhaust was a little bit louder. Also a lot more crackling and gurgling, because as I've taken my foot off the pedal, I'm going to downshift in a minute, and yeah, so I'm downshift now. Not really any gurgling or oh wow, what happened to my voice? Any popping sounds that you would have on a car like this, which is a bit of a disappointment, but you know, nonetheless, I mean, all in all, this car is actually really quite a hell of a lot of fun. Oh, and I nearly just crashed. Well, I mean, luckily I didn't, but nearly. Yeah, I've been called it wrong. Yeah, so, I want to try to see I was just thinking actually, I want to try to see with this car whether I can do a drift with it. Which I might actually try around this little bend. We'll do it. Oh, hey, I mean, you can't lie, right? I mean, I've not done that with this car before, right? And bearing in mind, I've never done a drift, especially around that bend. I've gone around that corner hundreds of times, but not really like that. Yeah, so foot is to the floor right now, and we're doing 100 and something, 108. That was the last thing I saw. Yeah, no, I mean, the one thing I also love about this car, which I actually tried it out the other night. Sorry, not the other night. What am I talking about? It wasn't with this car, sorry. It was with the DB11. The thing that I also love about this game is that at night, when you're on the inside, just like this, the dash. Let me speed up a little bit because that noise, I feel like it's going to annoy everybody. Oh, and I just crashed. So I was not paying attention. Don't speed in real life, everyone, and don't look at your phones and don't drink and drive. Because then that's how stuff like that, what I just did, happens. Yeah, at night in this game with these cars, I've done it with my Lamborghini as well. All the dash and stuff lights up, and it looks so realistic that like I feel like I've been transported into a real car and I'm actually on that track. Oh, and I did not go down to the gear properly. Yeah, I mean, so I think after this lap, I think we will probably bring out the Aston Martin, either the DB11 or the 177, which I know for a fact everyone probably would like to see the 177 because after all, they only made one of 77 of them, and it is quite a beastly car, and it does sound quite beastly as well. So does the DB11. Yeah, no. And funny enough, actually, if anyone is wondering about this Aston Martin in real life, believe it or not, this Aston Martin the Advantage cost in real life, and if you don't believe me, you can search this up. It cost, I believe, around 26 to 30. Some of them are £40,000 or dollars, wherever you're from. And it is not that it's the cheapest Aston Martin you can get, but I mean, if you do have, I don't know, £30,000-40,000 up, not in your pocket, but in your piggy bank, then you've got yourself a very nice and cheap Aston Martin, which you can have fun and feel like 007 himself, feel like Daniel Craig, feel like Sean Connery, Roger Moore. Actually, to be fair, I just realised Roger Moore did not drive Aston Martin. He drove a Lotus, and he drove another car, I think. Yeah, I definitely do remember the Lotus from the Smiling Lovely. You wonder what car that actually is in front of us. That's a 911 GT3. Look to this view so you can see the car a bit more as I'm trying to get past him. Whoa, and it's telling me to brake, which I did not. There it is. Whoa. Nearly coming out around the corner. Really funny because the other day when I had the DB11, I took that out in this game. I think it may have been on this track, but it was on a different track. That corner did not go well. With another car, I sort of tricked them into thinking, I remember I'm playing it offline, but I tricked the car, the driver, and I'm coming up to it actually in a minute. But also, when we're coming up to that bit, what happened the other day, we're gonna see oh gosh, how fast this car really does go. And the Porsche is really catching up to me, but luckily my foot went back on the pedal and got us back in the position that we need to be, which is in first. Yeah, so this car, we're doing 152 right now. Yeah, so I pushed the person into that wall we just went past, and obviously they went flying. I mean, flying, and crashed into all the other cars, oncoming cars coming behind them, and it went insane. And I just took off. Whoa! OMG! I've not had a slide out like that ever before. Wow. Okay, oh god. Tell you what, actually, you know what? Let's do a donut. I want to try something to do a donut in this Aston Martin. Don't know why I just said that very Britishly. I mean, after all, I do come from London, because that does kind of make sense. Right, let's do a rev. I don't know if I will have enough space to do this, but I'm going to give it a try. I'm not sure whether you're meant to shift into second. Oh, I'm not sure whether you're meant to shift into second gear. No, I just crashed into the what do you call it? Into the tyres. In fact, it's really funny. There's a car which I saw the other day. Which I kind of like to get, because obviously it is from a James Bond film, and that is the BMW Z8 Pierce Brosnan drove in, I think it was The World Is Not Enough, I think it was, in that movie, or it might have been, I don't know if it was Die Another Day, it might have been The World Is Not Enough, The World Is Not, The World Is Not Enough, yes. So yeah, anyways, yeah, so now that we've done this lap and this car, we're going to move on to doing the Aston Martin DB11 on the same track, so we'll see you with the DB11. Okay, so we are back. We're in the Aston Martin DB11 this time. Now listen, I can use the gear shifter, but wow, that's a really nice downshift. But yeah, I can use the gear shifter, but I obviously cannot use the clutch. If I keep pressing my foot on the clutch, and it's not going to do anything. Because obviously this car is actually paddle shifted, as you can kind of see on the right, that little plus. I'll turn the wall there, sort of there-ish. Actually, tell you what, let me just click it. Oh, come on, I thought you could actually see it move. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it sort of moved. Yeah, the one thing I love about this car, then when I put all the Aston Martins which I've got in the grey, because why not? I mean, it suits it, you know. Bond, come on. I mean, you know, you want to be looking cool and strong and sophisticated. You might as well. This car is actually really quite fun. I mean, once I got this, and then I got the 177, and then obviously we got the V8 Multi-S. This car, oh, and then you crash into the wall, don't do that. This car is simply probably one of the coolest cars, because they actually designed, believe it or not, and I'm not making this up, they designed this car off the DB10 from the Spectre, and you can kind of sort of tell, oh gosh, sort of tell from the way how they've done the wheel. I mean, if you were to look on Google Images properly of this car, so for instance, like the front with the headlights, oh gosh, it may crash as I'm trying to show you. The front with the headlights, you can kind of see that angle, like the way how they designed them to look like DB10. The back, not so much. I would say for the back it's more, I was going to say like 20 to not sure what year it came out. It came out in 20 something. Definitely not this year. It's a Vanquish. But yeah, the backlights are really giving Vanquish vibes. Even the mirrors, obviously DB10 sort of inspired a little bit. But yeah, this car actually is obviously a little bit more quicker than the the V8 Vantage, because V8 Vantage also got a V8 engine. This has got a naturally aspirated V12 engine. So I believe that's pushing, I think, maybe, I'm not too sure, it might be, for the people who are going to be probably commenting right now thinking, no, you probably got that wrong. I think it's pushing over 5,000, sorry, not 5,000, 500 brake horsepower, or it might be some other numbers. But yeah, this car, in the dark, when you downshift, the little purple flames that come out. It's so cool. Yeah, look, this car has got a, this car is actually really quite nice, in a good way. There are good things and bad things that I like about this car. The good thing I love is the fact that the dashboard is actually quite fairly easy to read. Because right now I can see how many miles I've done to 5.3 now. I think that's miles, I'm not too sure. The one annoying thing is, as you all can probably see, not you can you can hardly even see it on the steering wheel. I know I can change the camera angle, but I don't want to mess it up, because you know, I might want to put it back in this position, I might know how to. Yeah, the camera angle on this is a bit not camera angle, the way the steering wheel is a bit nippy. The handling on this, as I'm going really quite fast around these corners, which we're going to do probably maybe one lap, or we might do two. No, I think we'll do one lap of this, because I know in fact everyone wants to see the DB11, sorry, DB11, the 177, right. But yeah, no, this car, not gonna lie, this car, I feel this car is actually really good for when you want to really like drive around like really amazing tracks. I feel like the V8 Vantage that we obviously just well, what obviously I just showed you, I feel like that car's more or less meant for not drifting, but it's like a little like fun little car, like a little, not gonna say it probably, not gonna say like an NX5, but it's quite fun. But yeah, the car in front of us, and anyone's wondering, it's called the Amus S2000. Yeah, I don't really know what that car is. I think it's a Japanese type car. But yeah, no, I've never actually heard of it. I've also seen it in this game before, but if anyone knows what Amus S2000 is, please let me know, because, and what country it comes from, because I feel like this car, I'm going to try so I can get as close as I can to so you guys can actually see it, but he is moving quite fast. But good thing I've got a V12 engine underneath this front bonnet, because we would be in pieces right now. And I mean pieces, I mean far away from them. But we're not actually that far. It's like, probably like, I'm not going to say 10 feet in front of us, but like, he's like fairly sort of close. Right, okay, put it on the corner now. There we go. I'm going to get in this position, just this camera angle position, so you guys can see what that car is. So that's the back of it there, and then come up to the front. The front is also a Honda, and I think that's actually what that car's based on, but with a body kit on it. So, but And yeah, I like the wing on that. That is cool. The wing and like the fender, I like that actually in black. It looks really really cool. Like it looks like it's some like crazy like drift car. But obviously, this video unfortunately is not about that car. It's about this Aston Martin. Now, going back to the design flaw of Aston Martin making this look a little bit like and taking inspiration from the DB10. The DB10, I believe it or not, was actually built from a Vantage chassis. And the brief story is behind that is that basically the director or inspector, Sam Mendes, met up with Marek Reitman, and Marek Reitman is obviously the head designer at Aston Martin, and Marek Reitman said, well he didn't say, sorry, Sam Mendes wanted a new Bond poster car for a new generation of boys and girls that might be watching James Bond for the first time. And what happened was Sam Mendes saw a picture of a sketch, concept sketch of the DB10, and Sam Mendes asked Marek Reitman what that car is. I think it was car below quickly before I lose myself. I think it was close to 180 and not 200. Yeah, the Sam Mendes asked Marek Reitman, "What's that? Can you see a sketch of that?" And Marek Reitman said, so Sam Mendes said that, and Marek Reitman said, "You can't. It's just a sketch." And then obviously they brought it to life. But yeah, no, but it is actually beautiful, that car. They only made 10 DB10s, and only one was ever sold to the public. For just under I think it might have been 2.5 or 3.5, I think it was 2.5 or 3 million pounds or dollars. So yeah, so let's move on to the Aston Martin 177. Okay, so the moment you've all been waiting for, we are in the 177. Now, recently I saw a video of Shmi 150. You guys don't watch his channel. His channel is actually really quite interesting and also very good. He actually drove this car before, and yeah, and this car is actually really like fast. This car has got a V12 engine, and goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I'm not trying to put Top Gun stuff into this, but this car is ridiculously fast. In fact, there's a bit actually, on the Nürburgring, there's a long bit which will be coming up to in a second. In fact, not even in a second with this car, we're going to be coming up there within 0.0 seconds, literally. But yeah, this bit coming up was the bit that Jan Martinborough, the famous racing driver who did GT Academy, crashed on in a Nissan GTR race car. Wow, I got some very good air there, and crashed into the tyres. Lovely. So yeah, so this car, like I just said, is a V12 engine, and funny enough, believe it or not, I believe this is faster than the Aston Martin Vulcan, because I drove this car actually the other day, and I had a Vulcan. In fact, there's a Vulcan actually in front of us. What are the odds? Yeah, I had what do you call it? Yeah, I had a Vulcan, and we were both racing, and somehow, which I thought the Vulcan was going to win, because obviously it's a very powerful, but also it's also like a race car, and I thought that was going to win because of its aerodynamics and the way how it drives and whatever. And I thought that was going to win, but no, this one just took the icing off the cake. But yeah, this thing's actually alright doing drifts. I'm using the paddle shifters. I can use the gear shifter if I wanted to, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to use the gear shifters that a proper driver would do. The adjustable, sorry not adjustable, the rear spoiler comes up by itself and goes down by itself, so obviously I'm not pressing any buttons or telling it to raise up when I need it or go down when I don't need it. It's doing that automatically itself. In fact, there's actually something which I don't think anyone has even noticed actually about this car and the new Aston Martin Vantage for 2025, 2020 something Vantage, 2026 whatever Vantage, or I don't know, they have come out with this. But let's show 2025 Vantage. If you look at the front of that car, if you go into Google after this video, and you will see that the front of it looks like the 177 a little bit, just a tiny bit. I actually noticed that the other day because I was looking behind like that to see the other car, and I saw this like thing of something that represents this car, and I thought about it. I was like, what does this car look like? And it doesn't look like a DU10, it doesn't look like a, I don't know, a Vanquish or whatever. And I thought it looks like the new Vantage, and I'm guessing this is where they've got that inspiration from, with the new Vantage. But yeah, I mean, this car is simply really powerful. I mean, I'm gonna properly put it to its paces around this corner. It's actually quite scary. This is a V12 engine. We're doing, well, it says on the dash we're doing 246, 253, something like that. Whoa! Luckily this is a game, and this is not real life. Because if this is real life, this car is ridiculously expensive. I mean, it's the price of a house. I'm not even kidding. In fact, it's more than just a regular house. It's more the price of a mansion, which is ridiculously insane. And they always say that the colour of this car that suits it the most is actually this grey colour. And this grey colour is actually, well, it's not really grey, it's in a silvery grey. I don't know, but this colour really suits it. It's really funny because I can actually see, I don't know whether other people see this or not, but I can kind of see this car in a James Bond film. I don't know why. I can kind of see it, but then could I really see this in a Bond film? Yeah, no, I mean, this car actually handles really, like, not bad around the corners. I mean, you know, if you're very, not to say gentle, but if you're very, you know, like, not harsh, but you know what I mean, I don't know how to explain it. But the car is quite nimble-ish. Sometimes if you are going around a really tight lane, like this now. Oh my gosh! Okay, I did not actually mean to go into a drift there. Let's go. I'm glad with Gran Turismo actually in this game. You can actually, you know, like if you're in a paddle shifted car and the gear shifter will still work, you obviously have this car. The car's in manual. So that's really interesting. Obviously you can't use the clutch, but you just use the brake and the gas, and play around with the gear shift or whatever I wanted to. Alright, let's catch up with that Vulcan. But yeah, this car got a V12 engine. And this car is really a very fast car. The interior I love. It's a bit of a shame, really. I mean, obviously, for the people who are obviously driving on the left and love driving games on the left, I do, but I've kind of got myself attached to being on the left, because obviously in Britain, in the UK, we drive on the right, so it's all a bit different for everybody else. Oh, I nearly almost felt the car going to a drift. I've just realised, sort of below my, where is it? Sort of like where my hand is there, the one that's moving up there. I'm trying not to smash into a wall. Like you see that little, I don't know if you can see it unless no you can't. But there's like a little speaker, almost like a little cube. Yeah, that's the back. That's what we're dealing with for the back. Looking at the Vulcan aggressively coming after us like Batman in the Batmobile. Must say that Vulcan does look pretty cool. But yeah, this car does 312, which I just saw that on the dash. Tell you what, guys. I mean, I just thought about this. If you want, I mean, I'll be more than happy to do a video. If this video gets 5 likes, I will do this on Gran Turismo. If you all wanted to see me do a James Bond, not classic, but a James Bond car, so try and find and try and drive the cars that were featured in the Bond films. Now, cars that are not in this game, I can't drive. So, like a Lotus Sprue is not in here. What's the other car? An Aston Martin Vantage from the Living Daylights or Volante, whatever it's called, is not in here either. But we could use a different car if we wanted to, which I don't think we would. Yeah, so we're kind of limited on cars like that. DB5 is not in here. I'm trying to think of other Bond cars. Obviously, we all know from all the films. Obviously, DB10 is obviously not in here. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other ones that were in the Bond films, but probably not. DBS is not in here. BMW Z8 is in this car, in this game, so that's one good thing. But yeah, nonetheless, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna let the Aston Martin Vantage go. Not Vantage, Volante go. That car does sound amazing. Oh yeah, we do a rev. Let me stop the car. Let me do a rev for you guys before we end off this video without going into a rush. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If this video gets 5 likes, we will do a James Bond style with trying to find all the cars in Gran Turismo, and we will drive them and try and sort of maybe replicate and do some James Bond stunts with some of the cars, which I know would be a heck of a lot of fun. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and comment down below what your favourite Aston Martin was in this video, and what car would you use and drive in the game. And yeah, let me know what you think of these cars. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.